Yeah, that's a good question, Reggie. It said it ended the video because they detected something. I don't know, like a copyright issue or something. So I hope people will come back. I don't know what happened, but YouTube shut me down. That's what it was. Yeah, I had to start over again. That was a YouTube thing, not a Petra thing. Hey, Julie. Oh, I'm glad y'all came back. Yeah, I don't know. I guess YouTube is getting kind of squirrely. Yeah, it is weird. I don't know what. Hi, Karen. I don't know what's going on. I guess I know I read something where it said that YouTube is doesn't have as many manpower hours or man hours, no humans tracking things, so that yeah, I don't know what it was. I wasn't violating anything. I don't know what that was all about, but it did say not today, but I had read somewhere that YouTube is now uh yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's saying that YouTube doesn't have as many people to monitor the live streams and such. So what they're so there might be more problems with lives. I did read that somewhere. Yes, I think that's what it is, Shell. There's it's overwhelmed with so much more activity because of this um, social distancing thing, and so um, they're having to rely on the bots to do everything, and we know how bots are, don't we? Yeah. So anyway, we'll just hi Diane, how are you? I don't know if you read, but this is take two. I hope everybody's able to make it back. Did I say hi? Hi, Sadie. Hi, everybody. Yeah, it is overloaded, I think. So let's see how many of these questions we can get through before it knocks me off again, if it does knock me off again. Um, give it a few minutes. If there's a question that you have of me or of like of everybody, something that you would like to ask, go ahead and put it in the, ask it, and I'm going to jot it down. And here in about 3 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and start asking questions that we can answer. Okay, that sounds fine, Sadie. I know you're a busy girl. Busy, busy, busy. Did everybody get back from the first live? I hope everybody decided to come back. I don't have 3 minutes, Julie. Diane, that happens to be one of the questions I am going to be asking. Okay. I don't know if I lost y'all or if it's just trying to catch up. Not necessarily, Reggie. Not necessarily. I just love hanging out with you guys. I'm here, Linda. Yeah, YouTube kicked me off. It said I was violating something or other, but I don't know. If you know this about me, I don't break the rules. I generally don't. Thank you, Diane. Good question. Good question. Hey, JoJo. Glad you're back. Glad to see you again. I hope this doesn't happen. Well, yeah, I know. I heard Joe, and it's so sad. Why? I mean, I know why it's happening. YouTube did get the word out that this might be happening, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I was being bad again, right? Uh, oh, okay, good one. I like that's a very good question, Denny. Very, very good. Hey, sweet tea, how are you, darling? I'm glad you could make it. So I'm leaving it open here for just a couple minutes to if there's a question you want to ask me or others, um, I'm writing it down because I've got already a stack of questions I want to ask. And it's great to see you too, honey. Everybody doing okay today? Relaxing, trying to enjoy the indoors. Teresa, I am working on what I am calling a spiked granny stitch blanket. And I'm using I love this yarn. I love this yarn. Hey, Beth, it's really great to see you. You're sewing in ends. That happens to be one of the questions I'm going to ask myself. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Sweet tea. Okay. All right. Looks like everybody is here and everybody's saying hello. All right. So, all right. I want everybody. Oh, is that the stitch you posted, Melissa? Thank you, Donna. She's teaching you to crochet, Zach. Wow. What do you do now? Do you do any kind of do you do zoom loom knitting, or do you knit, or do you do any kind of fiber art right now? It's beautiful, right? Okay. So Want everybody to visualize. Oh, thumbs up, please, please, please. Um, it will help get people over here. Um, so think about your yarnscape right now, your stash, whatever it is, wherever it is, and how much you have in it. It doesn't make any difference. Um, so first question: what yarn in your yarnscape? What color do you have most of? What color do you have most of? In my yarnscape, most of mine right now is either some kind of shade of purple or uh, like a turquoise color. Greens. Segal, why am I not surprised? Beth says black. Linda says white, shell. Um, oh, shell. Okay, I will check that out. Dark red wine. Oh, that sounds beautiful, like burgundy colors, right, Reggie? Blues and purple. Awesome. All great. Shades of brown and tan. Karen, you sound like a very neutrals kind of person, like you have a lot of neutrals. Camouflage. Oh, is are you talking about the camouflage yarn that is already, like a what do you call it? Not color pulling, but ah, what am I trying to say? Rainbow, whites and grays. The question in your yarnscape, in your yarn stash, what color is there the most of? Have the most of? Joe, rainbow. Are you talking about like there's all colors, pretty even yarnscape, lots of little less of lighter colors. Okay. Red and black, blue and pink. Melissa, every time I see your name, I always think of pink because it's sweet Melissa. All colors. Okay. Um, Now here's the next question having to do with the same thing. You're out to the store, you're online, whatever. Do you tend to get the same colors to fill your yarnscape? So while you're out and about, do you seem to get the same colors? Or do you go for more or for different? Ooh, I can't wait to see that picture of the kitty. Hey, Kathy. Colors that talk to you, Andrea. Now, let me ask you, Andrea, are they usually the same ones that are in your yarnscape already and they just speak to a different project or because it's a different fiber? Okay, crafting. Train the quarter to. Oh, good. I'm glad you're on the upswing. You try to go for different. Reggie goes for different. Everybody else seems to be going for the same. Shell, the clearance. Variety of colors. This one was probably more. Um, yeah. Okay. Bye, sweetie. Thank you for joining for just a few minutes and saying hi, crafting. Karen says, I usually do, but I just order from your sweet roll sprinkles. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. Favorite colors, use things for projects. Okay, sometimes they're similar, but okay, brands or content. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Andrea. Yeah. Can I get some eyeballs, everybody, if you don't mind? Gotta go for different. Okay. All right. Now, this is a tough question, y'all. Okay. One yarn in your yarn stash you would let go. If there's one yarn, one skein of yarn, sweet tea, one yarn you would get rid of, what would it be? Oh, I answer these colors? I didn't even answer. Okay, this for me, this one is definitely purples and teal turquoisey blues. And to answer this one, I try to break out, but it usually has something in it that I like. Um, Thank you, Donna. I appreciate it. And then what yarn in my stash would I let go? Oh, homespun. Yeah. For me, I think it's anything 6 weight. Anything that's a six, a super, a bulky six. Wait a minute. 5 is bulky, super bulky. What is whatever number 6 is? Karen cakes. Seriously, Karen? I'll take them from you. Fentex slipper yarn. I've never even heard of that, Shell Shell. Orange red heart. Hey, Beth, I didn't see you come in. I didn't say hi to you. I'm sorry. Okay, wool. There you go. Super bulky. Okay, yeah, that's super bulky. I don't want any super bulky. Okay, the old one. Yeah, the old Red Heart Super Saver. That's the really rough one, right? Diane, you got a good yarn stash then, don't you? Lace weight. Oh, I love lace weight. I love working with it. Oh, I have to tell you, Karen, it's funny because was working with this one yarn, and I kept thinking, what is all this fuzz on here? And I kept pulling it out, and I realized it's the alpaca. It was alpaca yarn. Never touched it. Can't see myself. Yeah, Reggie, just get rid of it. See, my thing is, if I'm not the okay, I don't care if I don't like it. If I know somebody that would like it, and I wouldn't mind working with it, I'll work it up for that person. But if I don't even want to work with the yarn because I don't like it at all, just get rid of it. What's Seagal getting rid of? I want some. Whatever it is, I want some. Okay. So next one. Now this you got to think about this. One yarn in your yarn stash you would get every color of. Okay, just one kind of yarn, one name brand yarn that you would get every color of. What would it be? For me, it would be probably I love this yarn. No, sweet tea, that can't be because it has to be one kind of yarn, not one. I'm talking about like Red Heart Super Saver or Premier Cotton or something like that. Burnap blanket, okay. Crafting. I thought you came back crafting. I'm glad you're here back. Burnap blanket. Karen latte cake. Linda says. I love this yarn. Beth says I'm right there. Uh, let's see here. What else? I love this cotton. Oh yeah, I love. Mmm, cookie. Okay, that's something. That's something I've never tried is the Hobie yarn or the Hobie yarn. I've never tried either one of those. Karen Simply Soft. Yes, it's one that's wonderful for baby blankets. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought you said you were just popping in, popping out. I'm sorry. You love Red Heart, Denny? All right. Okay. So, next question. Is there one color in your stash you gravitate to for specific projects? So, I'm talking about just the color, all right? I know for me, if um if it's a item of clothing, right now I'm oh, Ice Yarn Saver. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, that's all right, crafting. You stay as long as you like. Um, I use for clothing. I am using. I love any kind of purple. Now I'm gravitating to coral and salmon. I love. Oh, Andrea, you and me, girl, we're doing the same things, girl. I know that. Linda's purple. Okay, but what do you do for specifics? Okay, like for, okay, I know that if I'm making something for kitchen, like a towel or dish rag, I go for blues because I know my kitchen is blue. Um, if I'm doing a blanket, I try to have some kind of green in it. Um, if it's yeah, like okay, if it's a sweater, I like to do something that has blacks and grays and whites. The northern light colors, okay. If I'm making clothing for me, it's mostly deep red or blue purple. If I'm making for my boys using green, yeah, that's what I'm asking. Hey Stella, how are you? Use neutrals for sweaters. There you go, Beth. That's what I want to know. Bright colors, yes, that's what I want to know. Purple, pink with blue. Well, that's all right. Don't have to explain. Maybe it's just what cheers you up when you go into the kitchen. Okay, all right, crafting. See ya. Okay, so next question. Your current favorite stitch? Um, I think mine it had been the double crochet. Now it is a half double. I love half doubles. Half double crochet for me. Um, because it's thicker, but it goes as quick. A V stitch. Okay. Yeah, that's to me that's a yeah. Okay, then let me go back. I like I like them all. I don't know. I like them all. There's some that I'm not a fan of, and I will tell you that in a minute. Half double crochet, half double crochet, Stella. Just okay. Hey Kim, I was just watching your channel this morning. Yes, it does. I love me some Krista, and I have to do some of the same things as Krista. I don't have her bubbly personality, but I can show the questions. Okay, now this is a good one. Your current least favorite stitch, if any. Your least favorite. My least favorite, the granny stitch. I know it's easy and it's simple. I don't know. I just don't like it. Andrea, you saying double crochet is your least favorite? I think that's what you mean. Yeah, Kim, I love those that you showed too in yours. Oh, good, Kim. Now, Kim, if there's a question you want to ask me or everybody else you want to know the answer to, let me know and I'm going to write it down. I've already got a couple questions here. Andrea, I'm telling you, girl, you and me need to get together. We're right there with each other. Yeah, I know. It's what I'm doing, but it's not just it's I mean, it's like a take on it. Not quite the same. Yeah, the Trouble's not my favorite either. And you know what else I don't like? I like the popcorn better than the cluster, I think. I'm not sure which one, but there's one of those that I don't like very much. Yeah. What is the one? I think it's called the Moss Stitch, where it's single, chain one, skip one, single, chain one, skip one, single. Teresa, you're the queen. Oh, I've never done the crocodile stitch, but I've heard that that is, yeah, that's a, people have a love hate relationship with that stitch. Let's see here. Oh, Sandy, that's so sweet. You're precious too, honey. Hey, Shane. Yeah, I'm using the moss stitch for my temperature blanket, and I really, really love it. I just I'm getting in. You get in the zone. Okay, so least favorite stitch. Mine is I don't know. There's a couple of them. Okay, I'll get let everybody catch up. Yeah, I think that the crocodile stitch is the yarn eater. Thank you, Shane. Okay, now this is for everybody. Um, well, I know. I guess I missed that. I missed that memo, Denny. I missed the memo, but I'll get it now. Okay. So now I know a lot of us in here crochet, if not all of us. But is it your craft of choice? So tell me, what is your craft of choice? Is it actually crocheting, or do you prefer to sew or embroider, knit? What is your what is if you could pick any craft to do? It doesn't have to be yarn related. It could be painting, drawing, whatever it is. I know a lot of people. I used to do bullet journaling, and was really into fountain pens for a little while. Now, oh my goodness, yes, it's definitely crocheting, then reading. Well, reading isn't really a craft, but I get that. I do get that. Melissa, we'll have to see some of your Tunisian projects. I would love to see some of those. Stella, you knit, loom knit. Okay, great. Yeah, crochet all the way. Puzzles. Okay, puzzles are great. I knit and you knit as well. I'm not so can I say my life depended on it. Crochet. I do like Bible journaling. Oh, Denny, I do too. I don't have a journaling Bible, but I could definitely get into that. But I'm one of these people that I go all in. I go all in on something, and oh, beading. I'm sorry. Did I mess that up? Did I read it incorrectly? Um, but what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'm one of these people that I do all or or not at all. Like if I want to do crochet, I do just crochet because I know if I pick up another craft, it'll be all that craft and not crocheting anymore. I don't know. I'm not a by crafter. I'm not a by crafter. Now, every once in a while, I could pick up a Tunisian hook and I could try my hand at Tunisian. I even have um, Denny, you and I need to talk because I had a couple of different journals when I was really into studying in the morning. What I would do is I would have one notebook where I would do copy work. I would take a scripture, uh, verse of scriptures, and I would copy them in really nice handwriting into a notebook. And then one I would do journaling, and one I would have prayer requests in. Hey, Sherry. The meeting. Okay. Oh, Sherry, I'm doing pretty good right now. I think I could drink an entire glass of ice water right now, but that's neither here nor there. Um, okay, Karen, thank you for joining me, though. Love you. Next question. The craft, whatever you said, was your craft of choice. Who taught you that craft? I'm going to say that my grandmother on my dad's side taught me, and my mom knew how to crochet and she did crochet, but she kind of like, once my grandmother taught me, my mom helped me remember it when I wasn't around my grandmother. Oh, that's really cool. Beth, do you get together with this friend a lot so that you have someone to crochet with? Yes, a lot of people had to learn at school. I know that. Okay, next question. What was the favorite thing you made? Okay, I'm going to tell you all. The favorite thing I crocheted lately has been my gray shaded sweater. I I love that thing. It fits and it works. I just I love it. I love my gray and white variegated sweater. And I wrote everything down. And hey, Amanda, I wrote everything down so that I could make another one with the same size yarn and hook, and so I'm definitely going to have to make another one because I love love that sweater. And it didn't take that long of a time to make. The Ruana you're making. Oh, Melissa, please show. I would have you shown that what you're making in your live or in any of your videos? I'd love that. That's the Friday cardi that I made. Yes, Beth, that's the one I'm talking about. Oh my word. I love my Friday cardi sweater. I made it longer than what she did, but I love it. Thank you, Teresa. I isn't that interesting how we tend to enjoy those things? I love it. I love it when we make things and we just get excited about it and then we get it done. We're going, yes, I love, love, love it. Your bod sweater. What's your bod sweater? I don't. Oh, bag a day. I'm sorry, bag a day. Okay, then this is a good one. Blanket for your late mother. Let's see. Oh, oh, I'm sorry, Sherry. But is it because he doesn't want you to have it just because he wants to keep it for himself? Hopefully, that's the reason he really enjoys it, so he wants to keep it. Oh, Stella, I know. There's some shawls that I just so enjoy much more than others. There's some I've made two beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shawls, and I just don't ever wear them because I'm afraid to wear them out because they're so pretty. Now, what project was a complete failure? Did you ever have a project that was a complete failure and it was like, well, yeah, let's just say that, or it's just you got done with it and you went, I don't like that. I'm gonna say that most of my hats and most of my scarves, I just don't. I guess it's just I don't enjoy making hats and scarves, and so I don't. Um, mm-mm, I don't. I think those were failures. I mean, I'm sure people like them, but I just don't think they were for me. Diane, you're saying your stuffed animal is that your failure? You're saying that your first granny square? Yeah, I can see that. Knit crepe crochet shawl. Okay, Kim, is it something that you are not liking, Kim, or is that what you're saying? That you don't like that? You don't like your shawls or your worst things? Okay. Isn't that funny, Sandy, that your least favorite thing that you made or your project fail has become your most popular? That's got to say something. Velvet poncho from that day. Pat, me too. I well, mine is more like the scarves. I don't like scarves. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. My artist, I thought it was going to be a great project, but I consider that a fail. You know what, Segal? I think those asymmetrical scarves are like a hit or miss. I think it's either one of those things you love or hate. And I think it's good. I think it's one of those things if you use the right yarn. If you use the right yarn that has a really nice drape, those asymmetrical scarves are great. But if you've got a stiff yarn, that to me would be a fail. Oh, I see, Kim. Okay, okay. Velvet poncho. Okay, that's two for velvet poncho from Bag a Day. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna even look at it then. Yeah, Seagal. I won't. I don't do granny squares. Okay, next. What is your unicorn project? Do you have a unicorn project? And if so, what is it? My unicorn project. I think it's going to have to be like a really delicate lacy kind of a dress. That's what I want to make. I want to make a dress. That's a unicorn project. Oh my goodness, Melissa, I can't even imagine Tunisian with homespun. A Afghan. Oh my goodness, that would definitely be, yeah, unicorn, Kim, just something that is your dream. Like, okay, one of these days I'm going to have to make that because that it's like out of your comfort zone, if you will, but it's something that you really want to make. A dress, yeah. I I might actually get to make myself a dress this year. I'm gonna attempt it. Oh, I don't know. Planned pooling. Ooh, that sounds good. I was just watching. Oh, who was I just watching? Kim, was that you that did the hats? Oh, who was I just watching that did all those hats and they pooled really well? Tapestry bag. Ooh, a pullover sweater. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I've got three, four more of well, four more of my own, and then I got two more over here. Say no to plan pulling. If you have to plan it, why bother, right? Okay, so here's one about weaving in ends. Diane, if you're still here, I think this is a question that you were asking. Working or weaving in ends of projects. Do you do it as you go? Do you do a section at a time? Do you wait until the end? Or you don't weave in ends at all, you just wait and put a border around it and get all of them in at once? Which one do you do? For me, I think I do a section at a time. I don't wait until the very end because I know I'll get frustrated. Pat waits until the end. Seagal says, don't wait until the end. Do them as you go, Donna says. Um, Kim, do as you go. Wait until the end as I go. So, for those of you that do as you go, are you saying you do it every time you connect or change colors? Or do you do it like a section at a time? Let's see here. Do my, as I go, then again, inside the blanket. Yeah, okay. I went on stuff that I know small, but generally bigger projects and sections. Yeah, sometimes I weave in as I go. Whenever I can, I work over the ends. Okay. Yeah, when sometimes when I'm changing colors, I think that I'm going to do it like weaving as I go. But then if I do that, then I know that it could have that opportunity to come back out. And so I try not to do that. Or if I do it, I only do for a couple stitches so that I can go back and come back across the third time. Every time you change colors. Okay. Hey, that's kind of neat. We all have different ways that we do our ends, don't we? Okay. Uh, Here we go. Do you do something else while you're crafting, while you're crocheting? Do you do something else? Um, do you watch TV, listen to music, play a game, talk? What do you do anything while you're crocheting? I watch TV and movies. Netflix. Yep. You, Sandy, I try to watch YouTube, but you know my problem is with YouTube is that, especially if it's yarn related, um, I find myself wanting to watch, and then I lose touch with what I'm working on. So generally, I'm watching TV. I would like to get caught up on YouTube videos, but I hate to say it. I almost have to be like working a non-thinking project to do that. How about listening to audiobooks? Anybody do that? Yeah, you have to watch something that you're not completely 100% invested in. Right now, I'm binge watching uh, oh, The Heart of Dixie, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Um, I think the reason I love it is because the main character reminds me 100% of Rory from Gilmore Girls, and I used to love Gilmore Girls. The last question, Pat, is do you do something else while you're crocheting or crafting? Yeah, see, I like right now, I love doing stuff like this with y'all because I can interact with all of you, but I can't do anything else. I mean, I couldn't, I've got my work right here in my lap and I can't do it because I want to read all of your comments. Melissa, have you watched that show, Heart of Dixie? Because if you do, hey Freaky, how are you going? How are you going? How are you doing and going and being? I guess I need to look up more podcasts. My husband likes to listen to podcasts. Oh, excuse me. You were outside. Were you maintaining social distancing? Yeah, I get it, Shell. I do. Well, boy, when I'm zooming, I can crochet, but not when I'm doing a live chat. No. Okay, now two more questions, three more questions. What is one company that if you had to buy exclusively from, what company would it be? What company would it be? Me, Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby, 100%. If I had to choose. And the reason being is they have every fiber you can get. Hobium, okay? Hobium, Joann's, Ice Yarns, Premier. I was wondering if somebody's going to say Hobby Lobby with me. Premier. Uh, Amazon is a company, but I'm talking about yarns. What if you? Oh, I'm talking yarns. I mean yarns, Freaky. I'm sorry. Um, Premier, Hobby Lobby, AC Moore. Okay, now what is now that AC Moore is no longer Denny? Who are you going to shop with? Uh, Shane Shameyer. Kathy, is that like a local yarn shop? Shameyer. Oh, interesting, Freaky. Thank you for that. Hey, Jane. Did I miss you coming in? Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I love. I could stay in Hobby Lobby for hours. Honestly, I would just. I mean, not in just in the yarn section. Okay, but which company would you shop? Oh, oh, that company is from online. Okay, gotcha. Um, all right. Okay, here's one more question. Oh, favorite hook size. Anybody got a favorite hook size? Pat, you'll have to go to Hobby Lobby. Not this week, though. Don't go this week because they had their 30% off last week and they have it every other week. So go to Hobby Lobby when they have their sale on. I'm glad you're here, Jane. 5.5. Mine is also 5.5. I love 5.5 millimeter. In fact, recently I will say that my very, very favorite hook, if I could, well, there's actually two. Okay, I will say that there's two. My very favorite hooks that I will reach for every time if I have them available, my 5.5 Furls Odyssey or my 5.5 um, uh, oh, yarn to yarn the Hobby Lobby hook. What's the name of that? Yarntopia, I think it's called. Okay, y'all are saying like two different sizes. Just one size. You can only have one size. 5.5. It looks like that is um pretty standard for everybody. Oh yeah, I hate it when that happens, Andrea. Yarnology. Yes, Stella, thank you. Yarnology 5.5 and the Furls Odyssey. Oh, I am loving it. And guess what, you all? For those of you that can afford it, that are out there, if you have a little extra, on Tuesday they're coming out with a brand new color of Furls Odyssey. It's a turquoise, and it is the most beautiful. Oh my gosh. Mm. Okay, an I. Okay, sweet tea. That's it. That's a 5.5. Yeah, that's. I love that. I know it's not for everybody, Denisha. I know it's not for everybody. H hook. Okay. 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 Um, one more. One more yarny question, and then I've got a non-yarny question that Reggie wanted me to ask. Okay. This one's interesting. Are you spending more time online shopping for yarn now that we are in social distancing mode? Okay, let's see here. Um, Yarnology hook is good. I like the ones that have the little bit thicker handle, Stella. They have a. It looks like a more like an inline, and then they have a thicker handle, and they usually have some kind of a floral design on the handle. It they're lovely, and they range anywhere between 2.99 and 3.99, depending on the size. Shop online through yarn. Oh yeah, well, Reggie, I know there's some people that that's all they shop. For those of you that in the states, how about that? Yes, yeah. You know what? But you know what's scary? It's almost too easy to shop online, isn't it? It's like you don't have to get in your car and get out and then go into the store It takes so much less time. Go click, 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 buy. What did I just do? Oh well, I did it. That Stella, those are really I the first time I got one, I tried it and I went, oh, I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. Because it has this like a little bit of film on it. So, but I was told that if you take yarn and kind of like go through the hook back and forth, almost like you're rubbing the oils from the yarn onto the hook, then then it becomes slick. And oh, once it gets slick, oh, it's lovely. Uh, yeah, yeah, I get you, freaky. Okay. Yeah, for me, it's easy, and I love shopping online. And you know what gets me is I love getting stuff in the mail. Oh, I would much rather get stuff in the mail and open it up. It's like Christmas all the time. Unfortunately, I'm one of these people that I know I don't need any more yarn, but I just love it. And I have there's a t-shirt that I want to get myself one day. And it says, um, crocheting, wait a minute, crocheting and buying yarn are two different hobbies. So true. So true. I mean, I love yarn and I can't stop myself. And instead of stop buying yarn, um, oh, you're so funny, Freaky. You guys are amazing. I love everybody here. Y'all are great. You're right. Not everybody will, but I tell you what, even Amazon now, depending on if it's Prime or not, I think they'll even ship. Even Amazon now will ship to a PO box. Everybody, hi Patsy, how are you? Well, I'm doing okay. I can feel my voice starting to get a little hoarse, but um, but I'm doing okay otherwise. Melissa, I'm a bargain hunter too, but for me, it's one of these things I if it's on sale, I'm more likely to get it, but it doesn't have to be on sale for me to get it. If it's something that I really like, I usually do get it on sale though, mind you. Like if I go into Hobby Lobby or Michaels, I don't generally get anything that I'm not getting a percentage off. The only time that I have bought stuff regular prices, I know that I bought stuff from I've bought yarn from Chris and Amdahl. I bought that full price. But yeah, that's weird. That's weird, freaky. Okay, so the last question that is non yarny that Reggie has asked me to, um, yeah, buy it with a coupon. Yeah, I think, come to think of it, I think almost everything that I've bought has been some kind of discount. Yeah, I'm thinking now. Yeah, it's been discount. I think the only stuff like I don't get discount like is if I was shopping like on Ice Yarns, you know, I I just pay that price or whatever. So the last question of the day is, what is the tallest building? you have been on? What is the tallest building you have been on? And I think, Reggie, you should start because you're the one who asked the question. Excuse me. Do your hands ever get sweaty when you're crocheting? Do you like go like wash your hands and then come back? Oh, Patsy, me too. I'm deathly afraid of heights. Seagal, you were on the new World Trade Center building. Delta Beach, 15 floors. Yeah, I need to drink something. You're right. Empire State Building, CN Tower. Well, sure. I guess it could count. I was on um the old Twin Tower. The whichever one was the taller one that had the lookout. I was on the top. I was on the way it was set up. Um, a lighthouse. Ooh, that sounds wonderful. Um, I'm scared. Oh no, yeah, that would freak me out too. So the way that the old trade center was is that the like this was the ground and this was the building, and this was the top story, and it actually leaned out like this, and it was all glass, so you could lay out like this and look down. And my ex-husband, he did that. I mean, he actually like laid like that so he could look straight down 110 stories. I'm telling you, the people looked smaller than ants. And that man, I just about peed myself when he tried to get me to do the same. I mean, he actually physically pulled me and I screamed. Oh, no. Mm-mm. Okay, Pat, thank you. Thank you for coming on. No, I wouldn't do that. So, but what we did is we went up to the top, and it was like in one room, so that we were outside and we were like in the elements. And there was an antenna, and then, but we could look, there was a guardrail, but when you looked down, it was the top, the roof of the rest of the building. We went up on top of that, and and I was, and we saw, and I could see all the different boroughs, and I mean all the buildings, even the Empire State Building looked like a pencil, in the background. But it was beautiful. I just, now that I can stand, as long as I can see ground, and I know if I fall, it's only one floor down. I love that. Oh, Reggie, I've been to the Zugspitze. I've been, I was a kid, but I went to the Zugspitze. And I can't remember because I was so young. I was about probably, oh, 8 maybe. And I can't remember, but I think it might have been that cable car. Are you talking about the Zugspitze? Mm. It's it was a long time ago. I almost went there 8 years ago. I almost went back up, but I just mm. No, I know I wouldn't do that transparent one now. I don't think. I don't think. Oh, I mean, I went to Germany and stayed in Princeton for a couple days, and it's just beautiful. Yeah, heights are not something I can do. Even in the mall, you know how some malls have those, they have they're 2 stories and they have a glass going around it. I don't even like going. I mean, I'll go up to it, but to put my head over, I can't do that. I just can't do that. It just freaks me out. Just freaks me out. How far did you fall, Freaky? Do you mind answering? It sounds like you had a very traumatic experience with heights, like, and I can understand why you wouldn't want to. Hmm. Oh, Stella, good question. I've used the sugar wheel. I made an asymmetrical scarf. That was the last thing I made, and I also made a top. I can't remember where I got the pattern from, but if you you know what, if you like, write let me write that question down, and I'll answer that for you. Okay. Um, but yeah, I made an asymmetrical scarf. I made a top with it. That yarn is beautiful to work with. I just love that yarn. Yeah, getting down. I can climb up a little hill, but my knees does won't let me go back down. Yes, I know it's late for you, Reggie, and I do need to get off here too because I do need to get something to drink. This is not very good. Thank you for hanging out with me, you all. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it a little bit quiet because mom's taking a nap here right next to me. Now, she likes hearing me and it keeps her calm, but it was trying to just not get too excited, you know. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your evening and night, and they're in Europe and in Israel. I hope everybody has a wonderful time, and please be safe out there. And I know that because of all this is starting with this social distancing, we've got a lot to to talk about. We could talk about. I'm probably going to be doing another live or Zoom, so just kind of keep an eye on you know social media and here. And I'll try to make announcements when I do that. Okay. So in the meantime, hope you guys have a great one. I'll talk to you real soon. Good night, everybody.